Hey guys, Bob for Bob's Movie Reviews here, and today we're bringing hopefully a long series of guest appearances, especially from the man to my side here, Vincent.
Hello.
He's got the knowledge of the comic books, which is going to help on this one because I'm not real big into comic books or comic book movies. I like them, but I'm not a fan, and he loves them. We separately watched Captain America: Winter Soldier in theaters now. I think we both agree we liked it, but we're going to get into that. We're going to talk about the plot a little bit. You know, we don't want to give away too much. You guys got to go see yourselves, and we're going to talk about the characters, what we thought of the characters, and also we're going to talk about the actual actors, and then we're going to give you whether we think you should see it or not, if it's worth putting down your $10 to see. So, the Winter Soldier, right? Did he shoot snowballs? What's the deal with that? Why was he the Winter Soldier?
Snowball. I'm pretty sure it's just a code name, to be honest with you. I mean, it's just what it sounds like. I mean, it's basically pretty much just a code name.
It's a cool name.
Yeah.
It's a really cool name, but I expected him to have some sort of Mr. Freeze-like capability.
Yeah, I don't think we need another Mr. Freeze on screen for a while, to be honest with you.
Okay. So the movie basically is not too much in the future. They don't mention from Avengers when it is, but
yeah.
you can assume it's since.
Yeah.
And so Captain America, he's like trying to adjust, and he really kind of has this whole deal where he doesn't trust anybody now. Like everybody's real secretive.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to tell him what's going on, and he doesn't trust anybody, including S.H.I.E.L.D. and Nick Fury and.
Yeah, that's definitely mainly most of the plot, to be honest, is that there's a lot of... it's not much of an action movie, like a regular comic book action movie. It's more of a spy/espionage kind of movie, which is much different from what I've seen before from any other Marvel movie.
I was really shocked when I got out, and I was like, this doesn't feel as much like a superhero movie. You know, there is parts where, you know, things obviously happen that are pretty unrealistic, and they kind of have that comic feel, but for the most part this feels more like some sort of like a war or spy or James Bond or something like that. It has more of a feel like that, and maybe that's what they were trying to do, is get away from the comic book feel a little bit.
Yeah, since the first Iron Man 2 and 3 weren't as grounded as the first Iron Man movie, but this one is actually the most grounded comic book movie since the first Iron Man, what I think. It's the most realistic.
Yeah. So basically, he's trying to find out who he can trust. There's people against him. He's got to become almost like a double agent, and kind of this kind of stuff throughout the movie. He obviously is fighting people, and there's which was surprising. There's actually gunfights in a Disney movie.
Yeah, owned by Disney. Yeah.
So he fights, and we don't want to get too much into what happens because that'll ruin it for you. But he does fight. Now, who are the characters? Probably remember better than me what the character names that are in this movie that we've seen before, and maybe some that we haven't.
Yeah, we have Nick Fury, who's back again.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson is the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. We have Chris Evans back as Captain America. We have Scarlett Johansson back as the Black Widow.
Which I found strange, because it seems like she's just hopping from movie to movie now. She's just whatever movie comes out, they need that good-looking girl, and she's it. She's the only one they've got, so they're like, yep, you can be in the next Thor. You can be in the next. We're gonna make a Hulk movie. You could be in that if we make one. Probably not, but you could be in it. You want to be in the new Captain America? Okay, you got the new Iron Man. We'll figure out a way to get you in Guardians of the Galaxy. There's a spot, but I don't know. I don't want to take the limelight away from John C. Reilly, so let's not get crazy.
Yeah, since her first appearance in Iron Man 2. Is when she first appeared. Her character's changed a lot, to be honest with you. I found her in this movie to be more of the comic relief than the other appearances she's made. That's to be honest, that's kind of one thing that bothered me. Before, she seemed kind of more professional and more like direct to the point. In this one, she was kind of just laid back and seemed to be more of the comic relief. So
I felt like her costume was better in this one than in Avengers.
Yeah.
But she's only in it for like 20 seconds. That was.
Yeah.
Now you say comic relief. If you think back to Avengers, that movie had so many jokes, and it's kind of the way movies are going now. Even if it's a serious or an action movie, there's a lot of jokes in it because people want to laugh. So automatically, if we're laughing, we think the movie's good. I felt like a lot of the jokes in this fell flat.
Really?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
I didn't think they were that funny.
Yeah, that's true. That's one thing, again, for me, from Scarlett Johansson, she was the comic relief, but she wasn't really comical.
Wait, is that S.H.I.E.L.D. coming in?
Well,
I'm not sure.
I think I hear...
If you can hear that, I think it might be one of those giant aircraft carriers in the sky.
I think it's the helicarrier.
We gotta be careful what we say. Okay, go ahead.
But
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, her jokes did fall a little flat for me. Like again, like that was one of my least favorite parts of the movie, was how comical they were trying to make her be. I think there's enough comedy in Captain America himself trying to get used to the world the way it is now.
Yeah, he had that list.
Yeah.
It's like, on your left. Do you know who the guy was that played, who was the flying guy?
Falcon. My gosh, I know his name, but I can't remember it right.
He was pretty cool.
He
didn't actually have any powers. He had like mechanical wings.
Yeah.
But it was pretty cool, flying around, catching people, and doing all his thing while he's flying around. It was pretty amazing looking. Anybody else?
Well, we have the Winter Soldier, who's of course one of the main. His name's in the title of the movie. I won't reveal his...
Don't reveal his identity.
Yeah, his identity.
It's a twist.
It is a pretty big twist, because the actor playing him, I don't want to say his name.
Okay, because then you would know, because you see him,
yeah, you
know who he is. It would give it away, so we don't want to... I mean, you could always look it up, though, right? If you really wanted to know.
Pretty much.
Crazy. That would give away the movie, though. Don't do that. It'll give away too much.
I read the original comic, and the reveal to me was kind of a little anticlimactic. But I still found that they did a pretty good twist on it. So.
Okay, so you've already said Scarlett Johansson weren't real hot on the performance there.
Yeah. You
didn't really care. Maybe just the way it was written, not necessarily how she performed. I thought she was okay.
Yeah.
She did a little fighting again.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like quite as cool as in Avengers.
No, for sure.
Not as good at fighting. Who was Captain America?
Chris Evans.
Yes. Thought he was good.
Yeah, he does.
He really looks the part too. He's really
for sure.
Really well suited for that.
Yeah, it's funny. He's a super soldier, yet he plays vulnerable so well when he's trying to get used to the world and the way it is now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a while since he's been
trying to date.
Yeah, yeah. That's a.
He doesn't really know what to talk about on a date though.
Yeah.
Because things are different than in the 50s or 30s or whatever.
Whatever.
When was he from? I don't know. Like I said, I'm not real big into the comic books. I haven't even seen the first one yet, sadly. But Samuel Jackson, he was good.
Yes.
Liked him. There's a lot of twists in his plot line in this movie. Mm-hmm. A lot of twists, definitely twists. Pretty good ones, pretty shocking ones. Anything else you have to say?
I thought the Winter Soldier was a very good villain. The fight sequences throughout this entire movie are really good. They're very well choreographed and shot. Not much shaky cam that we've seen in other action movies before that.
So you don't even know what's going on.
Yeah,
that's so annoying.
Kind of pisses me off.
They're like, well, just put two people in front of a camera and shake it up real bad, and people think there's a fight.
Yeah. But this movie has some pretty hard hits, and you see and feel them. So.
A little emotional too in this movie towards the end.
For sure. Yeah.
There's some good emotion. Personally, I really enjoyed this movie. Like I said, it wasn't what I was expecting because I expected more of a comic book feel. I thought it was going to be more over the top and less of kind of like a spy film or a little more like on the military side and less of the comic book side. But I definitely enjoyed it. I definitely recommend you guys go see it if you haven't already. I don't. It's not going to live up to the Avengers. Don't expect that. But I mean, there's so many great stars and great stories in Avengers. It's nothing's going to live up to that.
No, yeah, for sure. Again, I also enjoyed this movie as well. I like the change of pace from the classic just action and CGI fest. This movie had spy and espionage things going on in it. I find it really entertaining. I definitely recommend seeing it as well. I think it's a great kickoff for the first Marvel movie of the year. So.
One last thing. Did you feel like this was paced better than even, say, the Avengers?
Yeah, for sure. I think it was.
I love the Avengers, and I thought it was a great movie, but it's kind of like up, and then it goes down, and it levels out for a little bit, and then it goes up for the rest. There's that low point, and I feel like this one was kind of really better paced, and I kind of hate that when a movie gets really low and just kind of you're just like, oh, what's even going on? You don't really care.
Yeah.
I thought this one was really well paced.
Yeah, for sure. Especially the runtime that it had. This was about 2 hours and 10 minutes. The Avengers was about 2.5 hours. So for it being shorter and being paced as well as it was pretty good.
Yeah, I typically don't like movies that are 2 hours, but I think it's definitely worth the 2 hours.
Yeah, for sure.
So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you guys enjoyed Vincent, be sure to leave a comment saying you want to see Vincent back. He's got to earn his paycheck. If you don't want to see him, make sure to tell me. He'll be cut.
Sad face. Sad face.
All right, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.